Greetings, you Homerid warriors. I hope you're doing well. My name is Graham, and welcome to the Crack-A-Pack here on LRRMTG. If you're not following the channel, please consider doing so. These is 2 packs of Fallen Empires. We're looking at Fallen Empires today. This was given to us by 23rd Playable at PAX East 2019. And now it said on the tape, as you can see that I'm struggling with, to be opened together. And my first reaction was, you can't tell me what to do. Because what if I want to open the packs on 2 different episodes of this show? When it was designed for Tap Tap Concede, when we were still doing the Crack-A-Pack there, then, you know, that made sense. But I was like, well, what I'm going to do is I'll open one, because how many Fallen Empires packs are kicking around, right? I'll open one on one episode, and then we'll do another one in the future. They appear to be glued together. So, all right. I don't know if that was done intentionally or what. But okay, I did manage to successfully get them apart with one of them still being still okay. I don't believe they've been tampered with apart from being glued together. So we will open another pack of Fallen Empires at another date. But for today, this pack of Fallen Empires from 23rd Playable is what we're going to take a look at. So let's, because I already sort of opened part of it by tearing them apart. Old booster pack feels weird. All right, first up we have a Basil Thrall for black. It's a 1/2 Thrall with some Phil Folio art. It's got the angled T. That's how old this is. There's no tap symbol, it's the T. Sacrifice Basil Thrall to add black to your mana pool. Play this ability as an interrupt. Remember those? No, nobody. Yes, people remember interrupts, but still, that's okay. Sure. That's fine. This is, why keep your thralls? First of all, why your thralls all look different? Secondly, why do you keep them tied up and like completely bound? Don't you want them to like do your bidding? Hang on, there's flavor text. Although my later designs were much more sophisticated, Basil thralls were no less a success, says Endrick Sar. If they're so successful, why are you keeping them like lashed to your dungeon wall? I don't know. Ication Money Changer, single white mana for an 0/2 townsfolk with tiny text. Money Changer deals 3 damage to you when summoned. Put 3 credit counters on Money Changer at that time. During your upkeep, put 1 credit counter on Money Changer. For 0 mana, sacrifice Money Changer to gain 1 life for each credit counter on it. Use this ability only during your upkeep. So he take your life, but then you can get it back later. You can literally bank your life total on this creature. Why? Why would you ever want to do that? Your life total is so... Look, I'm not saying put your money in a mattress. I'm just saying in this specific case, your life total is so much safer as life total, not as credit counters on an 0/2 that you can only cash in your upkeep. Interesting idea. Terrible card. For what purpose? Oh, my life total is just getting too bloated. I'm gonna put some counters on my Ication Money Changer and get it back later if I need it. No, it's your life total and you need it now. Wow, that's weird. All right. Combat Medic, 2 and a white for an 0/2 soldier, and for 1 and a white, prevent 1 damage to any player or creature. That's expensive. 2 mana to prevent 1 damage, but yeah, in the world where Ication Money Changer exists, Combat Medic seems playable. So that's cool. All right. We've only got, by the way, these packs only have 8 tradable game cards. Is there flavor text? Oh, I can't read it because of the... In the southern oceans of Dominia Prime, before the retcon, lay a continent of great kingdoms. Far from the war between Urza and Mishra, the lands of Sarpadia prospered, beware. It's all the tape is, and then beware lest you fare no better than the fallen empires. Okay. Well, that didn't really help. Sarpedia, I guess. Oh, Thallid. Anybody feel like some Thallid? Maybe some Thether Thallid? Delicious. Single green mana for a 1/1 fungus. During your upkeep, put a spore counter on Thallid, and for 0 mana and remove 3 spore counters, put a Saproling token into play. Treat this as a 1/1 green creature. It's the OG Thallid. You know, they reprinted this in Modern Masters, and it works. This card goes. There's better Thallids now, but you know what? It's good. No complaints for Thallid. Icacian Javelineers. Now hang on. I'm thinking of Serrated Arrows. Are the Javelineers good? I think they might be. Single white mana for a 1/1. When Icacian Javelineers is put into play, put a Javelin counter on it. Tap, remove the Javelin counter to have Icacian Javelineers deal 1 damage to any target. Oh, that's not as good as I thought. I thought it was more expensive and had more Javelin counters, but no, it's just, you get 1. Is Icacian Javelineers very accurate? They will hit. You send him out there, yo, Gary, because his name is Gary, want you to hit that goblin, that Mons Goblin Raiders over there, and Gary's like, just dead eye, Javelin counter, you know, right between the eyes. And then you're like, cool, Gary, that Thrall. And Gary's like, I only had the 1 Javelin. Oh, do you know anything else? No. Do you have a sword? No. Can you like do any other kind of fighting? No. I got 1 Javelin and I'm out. You didn't think to bring spare Javelins? No. Okay. Thanks, I guess. Spore Cloud. Oh, this is a very sad looking man being attacked by mushrooms. 1 green for an instant. Tap all blocking creatures. No creatures deal damage in combat this turn. Neither attacking nor blocking creatures untap as normal during their controller's next untap phase. Wow, nobody gets to do anything. No one gets to have fun. If your goal in playing the game is to stop the game from being played, then I guess Spore Cloud's probably the kind of card that you'd be into. I've played against some folks like that. Maybe it has its utility. Next, we have Dwarven Lieutenant. Red for a 1/2 dwarf, and for 1 and a red, target dwarf gets +1/+0 until end of turn. So very expensive fire breathing. It's a 1/2 that's difficult to cast, and for another 2 mana, it can become a 2/2. This card sucks. Wait a minute, these cards suck. Boy, I'm glad we have one to open later. I can't wait. All right, and our last card is Thelonite Druid. 2 and a green for a 1/1 cleric. For 1 and a green and tap, and sacrifice a creature. Turn all your forests into 2/3 creatures until end of turn. The forests still count as lands, but may not be tapped for mana if they were brought into play this turn. I mean, that's all just part of the rules now. So that would be 1 and a green and tap and sack a creature. Turn all your forests become 2/3 creatures until end of turn. They're still land. This actually seems like you could straight up kill a person with this. You just go wide enough and then you're like, surprise, these forests are actually ents, and then you just crunch. 2/3s. They turn into 2/3s. What an interesting decision to make them turn into 2/3 creatures of all things. Still, I kind of dig it, honestly. All right. Thelonite Druid, you have impressed me. Now, ordinarily I talk about what card I would pick in a draft. Obviously, there's only 8 cards here, and the set was never designed to be drafted. But then, Homelands was never designed to be drafted, and I did a Homelands draft once, and it was actually kind of fun, because all the cards in it were like the same amount of not good. So, you know, I would draft Fallen Empires. You'd have to open 2 packs at once, obviously. But I would probably take Thelonite Druid, because you could probably just surprise kill your opponent. And there's no blue in this pack. There's 1 red and 1 black, and I don't know, you could probably wheel Thallid? No, Thallid's not going to wheel. You're never going to table the Thallid out of this pack. It's far too powerful. It's far too powerful. Also, this pack is worthless, but that's, you know, unsurprising. I don't know if there are any cards in Fallen Empires that are worth anything. There's probably like 2 that are like surprisingly worth a huge amount, but you know, that's not why I open them. So hey, thanks 23rd Playable. You don't get to tell me what to do, but I appreciate your donation regardless. That's going to do it for the Crack-A-Pack today. If you want to send us a pack, feel free, ship it to our P.O. Box, care of Crack-A-Pack. But until next time, a reminder that everything we do is brought to you by you and your kind support of our Patreon, patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Shoutouts to Corey for the edit. We'll talk to you next time on Crack-A-Pack.